Yo, 20 carats dripping on my neck. I ain't even stunting cause this book is in its new protect. That's just how I'm coming, spending hundreds on the music set. Running up the budget, new estate, and a foreign car. Get it off the muscle, please don't tell me how to spend my money.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Tyrell, aka Dolo. You now tuned into the Holla At Ya Boy podcast. I did the little. I got my peoples here with me. State your names, y'all. Y'all already know, man.
Freckleface Killer.
Y'all already know, Young Jerz.
Y'all already know, man. On that note, please like and subscribe down below. Please like and subscribe down below. For all my audio people, please go to my YouTube page at Dolo Solo 1033 TV. Please like and subscribe. And for the people that's watching, you can get my podcast wherever you get your podcast from. It's the audio is popping. Sometimes I upload audio without the video. So whatever it is, go back and forth, like and subscribe to all my pages. With that being said, how was y'all day?
Good. Laid back, chilling. No.
Yeah, hot. This is a hot one. Hot one today.
Yeah, definitely hot. Definitely hot.
Yeah, I was out there. You know what I mean? You gotta stay hydrated. I got one. When you're thinking about hydration, what water do y'all go to?
That Fiji water.
Okay.
For me, if I have a good selection, if I got a real selection, it's either Fiji or Icelandic. But if it's just some regular ass water, it's just Poland Spring or whatever available.
Oh, so you gave up on cold water, huh? You don't drink.
I like cool, but that's when I was working at the other spot and I had all these selections, but if it's if they have cool, then yeah, I get cool or maybe Icelandic, or Fiji. That's like top three.
The best water I ever tasted was Fiji. I know people be like, well, how you gonna taste the difference in waters? If you are a water drinker, a water connoisseur, you can taste the difference. You can taste the difference between faucet water and Poland Spring. You know what I'm saying? So Fiji water, I love Fiji water. The next one, like you said, that Icelandic, when it's cold, that Icelandic is popping.
Yeah, it's just pure.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
It tastes clear and light.
That
faucet water, that the bullshit water be tasting thick.
Now, no BS. Back in the day, Nork faucet water was the best water.
It really was straight out the faucet.
Straight out the faucet.
Straight out the sink with it. When I was younger.
Well, you used to hit that jump. You used to turn on the sink.
Word up. But you know what stopped all that for me with Nork water when they had that issue. I think I don't know. We was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know what age. They said something was contaminated in the water, and we couldn't drink the water for some.
They had that not too long ago, a couple years ago. I think Nork had lead in the water.
Right?
Yeah. They was giving people filters for their house or whatever. But yeah. I mean, they need to probably do another round of that shit. But yeah, they was it's not the same. I feel like it's better than some water I've still had. But it ain't what it used to be at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get to the first topic. I'm gonna let my boy Young Jerz get right to the first topic because he know it better than I.
Yeah. Nah, I was just looking at something that was going on recently, dealing with what I was looking up and reading on, and then I came across it was saying something like Drake. He was saying, I forget where he was at, but he made a comment about him and the Weeknd being the GOAT and the
I think it was they had something going on this weekend. What it was, Billboard Awards or something like that?
Sound like yeah.
And
he was saying that him and Weeknd is the GOAT is the what's the word? I forget the main word. Basically, they the guys that hold down Toronto and Canada and everything, and I was just saying, I'm like, you can't, when you think about it, you can't name no other guys that really did it like them too, but I was looking at but who you feel that did it better, they both did a good ass job. They both hold it down. They both put them on the map. They both like, bro, who you think, in your opinion, you know, that did a better? Only thing I prior to with Drake, he had been out a little bit more longer than the Weeknd, but the time span of when Drake been out since, I believe, since 2001. But I think he did, yeah, that's what I like.
Drake been out since 01.
He been active. He been active since 2001.
Yeah.
His name didn't come across, and he did. And then his first album that didn't make a debut was not until 2010. And that was, I forget the name of that album.
It had to be
something named, something like that.
Hold up.
Nah, I was saying that Drake been active since 2001, but his debut didn't hit until really 2010. I think that's his first album that went really noticed. I think it was called Thank Me Later. And so that's when 2010, that's when he got the recognition. So I put it, Weeknd didn't come out until like 2011. So it's still kind of even, because even though Drake been out longer, he didn't really been known since 2010. So 2010, 2011, it's still type even. So from that span, who you think that actually did it and came out and did it? Like, I'll tell you my answer, but I mean, if you want to tell your opinion first, you could.
All right, first, I've been bumping Drake since like 08, 05, I mean 07, 08, when he came out with damn, what's that? Everybody know that mixtape that he came out with. And it had So Far Gone. So Far Gone came out like 08, I think 08, 09, something like that.
Yeah.
But who did it better for Toronto out of the Weeknd and Drake? That's what you're saying? Drake. I mean, Drake, right? Drake is like the #1 artist. Like, it ain't nobody right now that's #1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he pretty much put Toronto on a map, you know, sort of kind of. That's the reason. I think he influenced Tory Lanez, you know, a couple of other Toronto rappers. Even on his album, if I'm not mistaken, it was either I think it was Scorpion or something like that. No. More Life. I think More Life. He had introduced a lot of Toronto rappers up there. I mean, rappers up there that we haven't even heard of. So I feel like Drake did it way better than the Weeknd.
Yeah.
He actually put the Weeknd on pretty much. So
yeah. I agree with you of Drake being better, but I want to say that Way did it way better than the Weeknd, but he did it better.
Don't get me wrong. The Weeknd is he's not even a superstar. Would you consider him a megastar at this point? Megastars sell out football arenas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can consider the Weeknd.
He just did the Super Bowl, so
yeah,
that makes
like, the Weeknd is a megastar. Don't get me wrong. Drake is a megastar, but I feel like it's different levels though when it comes to Drake as far as all around.
Drake do got more winnings of awards. Like he got about like 200 something winnings, and the Weeknd got like 100 something.
Yeah.
Like, so he do got more, and that's why I say I put him in. But I look at that how they both came out and how they flood when it came to their music. Like, I said that Drake did more, and that's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why he had that. But when you talking about just putting the albums of how good their albums is, Drake still win. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's not way winning than the Weeknd, because the Weeknd album, like the Weeknd, like he put out even his singles. I believe if we want to put this, I think the Weeknd singles is better than his album. That's how I look.
Oh yeah.
His singles is way better than his album. Like, but like he hit hard with his singles.
Only difference, and you can chime in, Killer, whenever you want. Only difference I say is that when the Weeknd came out with I got my phone. Let me stop guessing. What is it? House of Balloons and the trilogy. We came out with that. We came out that those mixtapes or whatever you want to call it, projects was way harder than Drake's first two projects that came out. Like when the Weeknd came out, he came out different. Like we never like we never even heard of anything like the Weeknd. So
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the straight up body work and everything. Now, if you just talking about like albums and award winnings and everything, because you want to get in winnings from your albums, you're not getting from all everything else. Like and Drake do win because I think he's more consistent and more active when it comes to albums and putting out content and doing his thing with. So that's why you give Drake. But when you just talk about collective of what they do, like from mixtapes and everything all together, like the Weeknd is right. He's right there with Drake when it comes to that. But I still, again, Drake is winning to me overall on everything. But what I'm debating on, he's not winning a way ahead than the Weeknd. Like that's how I look at it. Because the Weeknd is there. The Weeknd's that nigga. But I know you can't compare because a lot of people probably say, well, one is R&B, one is a rapper. But if you want to be fair, Drake, he raps, but he try to switch it up with a little bit of harmonize. So he dip and dab with between two. So
you're right. So Far Gone came out June 2009.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have a confession.
What's up?
I don't really listen to Drake. Like, I don't listen to his music outside of his singles. And I never have. I never listened to a whole Drake project in my life. I've only listened to Drake singles. I've never been the biggest Drake. Like I like him more as I got older. When Drake first came out, maybe because the whole Degrassi thing kind of like I couldn't really disconnect the two. So I used to watch Degrassi. So I think I really couldn't disconnect it. So I just used to be like, is he really all that good? And what the fuck y'all be talking about? And then plus, at the time when he first came out, Lil Wayne was just so fucking hot. And then, he was right behind him. They was putting him on a lot of songs. I just felt like, I thought he was cool, but I just really never really thought he was all of that. And then as he got bigger, I liked his singles or whatever. He's good at what he does or whatever, but I don't go like this whole new album when it come out. I probably won't listen to it. I'll probably just to the singles. I'm not I don't want to say I'm not a big Drake person because I like him, but I don't care about him that deep. You know what I'm saying? You remember DMX was like, I think whoever has said something about Drake, like the music don't speak to me. Like he's not what I listen to. Like he got good music. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I just.
You're not the first person that feels that way to come to Drake.
I think he's good. I just never really like maybe gave him a fair shot all the way. I don't know. I don't know if I just don't care at this point no more. But I do listen to his singles. I think they're nice or whatever. You know. But as far as like with the Weeknd, and also Drake. I think another reason why Drake is so big is because he's really palatable to everybody. One, he half black, half white. So that's you got both fucking people right there. He already crossed over because he half black and half white. He already got
some Logic shit, but Logic failed at it.
That's because Logic want to tell everybody all day that he fucking mixed, so nobody care. But the real deal, I just feel like you already have black, half white, so you already got both sides, So you already got both fan bases. Plus the way you rap, you don't rap about gangster shit. So you're already more broad. You're a good rapper, so you already
great rapper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you're good at what you do, so you're already gonna be, you could be on pop stuff, you could be on hoods, you could be on anything. Like he's really good at being able to be on anything. He's really universal, so that's a plus. He's like one of those people that's just like a universal model. You ever see like a kid model?
Yeah.
And it looks standard.
Drake is for everybody.
Yeah, he's for everybody. He got like a standard good guy persona, good guy look. Like he's like the boy next door. And like that's his persona. Like he's like the cool kid up the street. You know what I'm saying? That's Drake. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's so big and he got a little bit more personality. Like The Weeknd, I think if he had more personality, I think he would be bigger. He don't nobody even know what the fuck he sound like when he talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know I don't. I never saw an interview with the guy. I never. All I know is
be too zoned out to talk. That's why.
yeah, all I know is cocaine girls and
so
balloons.
I think that if he had a little bit more personality, that might help him a little bit, you know. But he still make good music at this point. I feel like all his music sounded like some 80s cocaine drug addict shit.
That's
you know,
that's what I'm about to say.
He definitely changed the sound of music. When Weeknd first came out, he changed the sound of music for real. Because I was listening to Weeknd, because the trilogy is nothing but his first 3 mixtapes, all into one mixtape.
Yeah,
that's all the trilogy is. So it's old music, you know. So when he put that out as his debut, it already been out, you know. So it's cool, but he definitely changed music. A lot of people started sounding like him once he came out and got bigger.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. His album, that's the reason I say his singles is way better than his album, because his album started to sound the same. His album starting to sound like you start hearing the same type of tone and the same type of melodies, concept and everything. But when he come out with singles and come out with mixtapes and stuff like that, he do his thing. And he do his thing. So that's why I was saying collectively, when he talking about collective of all the body work and everything.
So like, we all agree that Drake done more for Toronto.
Yeah, that's what I said. Drake done more, but when it comes to better artists, they kind of like close. That's how I look.
Yeah, the Weeknd more quiet with his. He got more mystique with his. I like that mystique shit. That mystique shit go back to the 90s when rappers used to be mystique. Like you wanted to know what was your favorite rapper doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't accessible. You really couldn't find him. You know what I'm saying? Like you really ain't know too much about your favorite rapper back in the 90s, early 2000s. Now, the rappers now, you know everything about them because of social media, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blogs. It's more, you know, with the internet and everything, so they're more accessible now.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about. All right, so I want to talk about Joe Budden first. So I'm gonna try to make it brief for you. You could chime in, Killer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to make it brief for you. All right. And
why you want to make it brief? Joe Budden be your man.
I don't want to keep it long because I don't want to have a long drawn out ass topic and shit like that. So we gonna keep it brief and shit like that. So the guy Joe Budden, right? I don't know if you're familiar with his podcast. He started a podcast back in 2000. I say what?
18 or something,
15, something
like that. That way back?
Yeah. Maybe 2015. Oh snap! Okay. All right, so we gonna have to damn, it's been 40 minutes already. All right, so when it's 3 people on a Zoom call, they only give us a limited time. We got 9 minutes and 47 seconds left. If it's a Zoom call with 2 people, it's unlimited. So
oh wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
I thought you said it was like that because you had to pay something like that.
Yeah, but I canceled all that shit once I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do a Zoom.
I told you, nigga, whatever you need, let me know. Like,
yeah, I forgot all about this. For real.
All right, cool.
So we only got. Let me see.
So you have to start over.
I don't even know if they're gonna let us start over. Yeah, we could. I guess we could try to do that.
Wow, and come back in.
Yeah, we could do that. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut this part out. All right, so Joe Budden, you know, he started a podcast back in 2015. It started with him and his girl named Marissa, right? Let's say 12 episodes later, this guy named Rory got introduced to the podcast. Now, Rory really wasn't a part of the podcast. Rory just kept coming to Joe Budden's spot, which made him be a part of the podcast. So it started from episode 1, and from today's date, they about like 430 episodes in. That's a lot of episodes between 2015 and 2021. They record, before they didn't record twice a week. Now, since they got money and everything like that, they record twice a week. All right, so damn, I keep forgetting this time because I'm trying to explain it in detail and shit like that. All right, so basically like this, right? He had 4 co-hosts, right? It was Joe Button, Rory, Maul, Parks, or whatever like that. They was working for free until they got a Spotify deal. Once they got a Spotify deal, they started getting money and shit like that. So Joe Button, he came from a unsuccessful rap career. He wasn't really that big in the rap world. Yeah, he had a name. Yeah, he could rap. But as far as being a rapper, he really wasn't that successful at all. You know what I'm saying? So he started a podcast. So basically, his fan base transferred over to the podcast, and now they blew up and everything like that. And basically, his friends, well, his co-hosts, they want rights to the podcast because they saying that, yo, we helped you build this podcast, so we want a piece of the podcast. We want a piece of the pop, a percentage of the pop, whatever like that. They wanted to see the accountants, they wanted to see the books, everything like that. They felt like, yo, we helped you build it. This was supposed to be our platform. We should be able to have a right to see what's going on with the accountant, with, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Joe Button was like, no, this is my podcast, which is the Joe Button podcast. It's in Joe Button's name. So Joe Button is like, yo, I don't feel like y'all should know my books. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't go to Walmart. You work for Walmart. You can't go to Walmart and ask them to see their accountants and their books and whatever. Like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you basically gotta trust. See, it goes so deep. I need to explain it in full detail to you. It goes so deep. So me hitting the surface right now, you probably understand what I'm saying. Basically, the co-host left the podcast because they felt like Joe Button was on some bullshit once he ran into some new money.
Yeah, but I noticed that he was using a lot of analogies like, oh, you can't go to Walmart, go to this place and ask for the accountant. But Walmart workers are not paid based off the percentages of what Walmart make. That's not how they're paid. They're paid off an hourly pay. So no, they can't see the books because they're not paid based off how much Walmart makes as a whole fucking brand and store. They get paid hourly based off how much Walmart willing to pay them. So you can't use that analogy because if your co-host is getting paid percentages off of how much they make, maybe they want to see the in total how much everything. You know what I'm saying? How much? Yeah, So I don't think that's a bad thing to want to see certain stuff. Now, I think he could have shown him some things, maybe not fucking everybody's own.
Like, prime example, like right now, all 3 of us on a podcast, right? Let's say we started from day 1 all the way to day 20. So y'all, basically, it's my name up there, the Tyrell podcast and everything like that, but y'all helped me build it. Y'all pretty much are entitled to, okay, let me see the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how everything played out. So that way I know if I'm getting equal share or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are entitled to that because y'all helped me build the brand. You know what I mean? Joe Button is saying they're not entitled to it because it's not their podcast. It is the Joe Button podcast. The deals that Joe Button had on the table, it was Joe Button's deals and not the co-host deal. So if he got a Spotify deal, it was through Joe Button. It wasn't the co-host didn't get the Spotify deal. It was only Joe Button. You get what I'm saying? So Joe Button felt like, yo, I made all this shit popping. I got the deal, the Spotify deal, the Patreon deal. Why y'all feel like y'all entitled to this podcast? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, we helped you build it. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We would like to see the books. We would like to see what's the numbers and everything like that. So how you feel about that? Do you understand it a little bit or you need me to explain more?
Nah, I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, and I kind of get Joe Button, but at the same time, if somebody help you to get what you need to get at, you got to be real with it. Like, example, like, I'd come up and join you with the podcast, now let's put it this way. I make a podcast and y'all come and help me with the podcast. Y'all. Yes, I got everything going on, everything put together. I set up everything, got the deals, but at the same time, I need a foundation. I need more. And I wouldn't have got this if y'all didn't stay consistent, y'all didn't join, y'all didn't participate, y'all didn't help with this and that. So now that y'all did that, now I go forward, my shit is producing, I'm getting viewers, I'm stepping up, everything is right. And you come to me real, but like, yo, what's the numbers? Like, what's going on? What is this and that? Like, yes, everything, I set up everything, but why would I turn y'all down and not let y'all know what's going on? Y'all was there.
I gotta add this caveat in there real quick. All right. So let's say you was unemployed, she was unemployed, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing so good in my music career, right? But I'm a creator. I push for the creatives or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I push for people to get equal right, or I push for people to get paid their just due, right? That's my whole agenda, is me pushing that, right? And I don't want to see y'all too underpaid, because my whole thing is basically, yo, everybody should be an owner, everybody should get what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I pay y'all, let's say I get let's say we get a $20 million deal. I pay y'all good. $3 million for you for your contract, $3 million for her. Y'all get, so basically y'all never touch this type of money in y'all life. Joe Budden, like, yo, I'm doing y'all niggas a solid, basically. Like, I'm overpaying y'all if y'all really want to talk about it, and y'all got a nerve to ask me to see the books. That's what Joe Budden mind think. That's what he's saying. Like, yo, I'm basically overpaying y'all because y'all my friends. So why y'all coming at me with the books? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's what and that's why I say that I agree with. That's why I say I agree with what he's saying.
35 left, so we might have to come back.
That's what I say. I agree with what he's saying, but on if they come at him and they've been ungrateful, and the way that they approach him in a certain way, then I could understand. But like, you don't, because even though you help somebody, you still wouldn't. That person put everything together. Like, you still gotta be humble. You still gotta be grateful for what you had got, because he set something up for you to get. Yeah, you help him, but he set it up. But if they just action, let me see, let me see what's going, this and that, because I help you with this. I want to know what the numbers, this and see. Now, if he do show and they be on some other shit.
See, that's why I'm like, yo, I gotta put more detail into it, because not only we got less than a minute of shit. Not only did he see, Joe Budden started going at it. He started going at them unprofessional. He started saying like,
personal shit.
Yeah, he went to his mans that helped him build the podcast. He went to his mans and said, yo, this podcast is none of your business, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went to his mans and said, he basically aired out his dirty, not dirty laundry, but he basically aired them out like, nigga, you was living with me type shit. We wasn't, because him and his boy Maul